105.7. Oh, there's an orb that slurs God's head. What's in there? That's where I see the doorway. Whoa. Is there another way that we can help you while we're here tonight? All evil, malicious, violent, dark energies and entities are released from this home now. My name is Gabrielle Gardner. From the time I was a little girl, I have seen and heard the dead. For years it terrified me, until I began to understand that they are people just like you and me. Most of the souls that I meet are looking for assistance. I had no idea why or how to help them, until I had a life-changing experience, as my guide showed me how to assist souls in the in-between. These are souls in the non-physical who have died, and not yet fully crossed over to the place of light and love. These souls have often experienced extreme pains and traumas, and still need to release the heavy energies that can carry over from a life. I am now dedicated to doing everything I can to help the souls I meet share their stories, and process and release their traumas. Once they have expressed what they wish to share, I then work with my guides to perform an ancient healing ceremony to honor these souls and help get them to where they are meant to be. Together with a small team of spirit workers and healers, we are determined to document spirit communication, honor these souls, help them share their stories, and carry out the sacred process of soul crossings. Hey everybody, so my name is Gabrielle Gardner and I'm a medium, and we are here on site for the first episode of Remarkable Spirit, The Crossings, and I'm here with my team. We have a small team of 5. We've got 2 of our beautiful tech guys and camera crew, and then I'm here with Suzanne, who is my mother. She is very spiritually sensitive, intuitive. She helps out a ton with the process of the cleansing and the blessing. And then I'm here with Melanie, who is now a good friend, a gifted healer, and she's incredibly spiritually sensitive and has a good feel of what's going on some of the planes that I don't necessarily tune into. So we're here at a woman's apartment who reached out less than a week ago with an emergency situation where she is feeling a lot of fear. She's feeling not necessarily aggression, but she feels very uncomfortable in her home, and that's new. And so we want to get in here and see what's going on, check it out, make sure everything is safe, what needs to be taken care of. We're going to try to gather some evidence of what's going on here. We'll be doing some intuitive and psychic sweeps to tune into the spirit that is here, and then we'll do what needs to be done, whether that's a spiritual crossing for a soul that's here in the in-between space, or a home and land blessing. So we'll just see where this goes. It always is guided by spirit, and we're just going to see where the night takes us. Yeah, and real quick, I'll just sum up what I've learned from the client. She is having a lot of visual activity. She is seeing the apparition of a woman at night in her apartment. She is also feeling the presence of a man at times at night. She says she hears things moving, she hears all kinds of sounds that can't be explained. And again, she's had activity for a while, but something changed recently and it's really picked up, and she's nervous in her own home. So we want to get that situation solved right away. So on the way to this location, all 3 of us were picking up already on some pushback from spirit, and the way we feel that is it's just this resistance, a little bit of an uncomfortable sensation as we get closer and closer, both in timing to arriving and then actual proximity to the location. And even as we're standing here now, I think we're all sensing that something is aware of our presence, and it doesn't necessarily feel too, I'll say, dark and heavy at this point, but it's something to note that anytime we have this radar going off, it might not be something incredibly simple that we're working with here. I think there's going to be multiple layers that we'll uncover tonight. Hello, Jen.
Hey, team. How you doing, Gabrielle?
Good. How are you?
Hi. Good, thanks. All right,
So this is Suzanne. I'll just name them as I come in. Suzanne,
Okay.
Melanie.
Hi, Melanie.
There's Jim and Alba.
Hey, Jim and Alba.
All right.
Welcome.
Okay.
Is it okay? Do you want to sit in the living room then here?
Most want to be around the table. So I moved into this apartment toward the end of July of this year, of 2022. Okay. And I know that the apartment was empty for a while and they couldn't rent it out. Often when I'm in the shower, I'll hear like clicking noises. They're just kind of like things settling or just movement on the door itself. I don't usually shut the door because no one else is here, but sometimes I will to keep the heat in actually in the winter now, and I hear like popping noises or clicking. I started sitting in this chair over here when I wake up before work and kind of journal and do things, and sometimes I feel like I'm being watched or like a heavy presence, like kind of in front of that closet area there.
Okay. Yeah.
I work nights. I'm a hospital chaplain, and so more recently I had sort of this image as I was waking up. Except I was like, it was half dreaming, and so I was in the kitchen actually, and it was like this girl came out of nowhere from that bathroom where that activity is heavy there, and it was just around the corner, and it was like we kind of like she came around the corner confused and was like, where am I and why am I here? And I was cooking and doing stuff in the kitchen, and when I saw her I was like, nope, can't even do this right now, and turned around, but then I woke up right there, and I felt really uncomfortable, and then shortly after that, like within the same 24 hours or so, I felt like I had this image of her, like her presence was standing in the bathtub, like by the shower, and just again like really confused as to what she was doing there.
I just got chills on that.
Okay, and have you felt any increase in activity since you reached out for this?
So actually, it got so bad after we spoke that I felt like I had to try to do something. And I found my Himalayan rock salt and put water, so I had like a bowl of water in front of my that bathroom door in my bedroom and in there. I felt so uncomfortable because it was like so intense. After we spoke about it, just like so much, so many spirits.
Okay.
Like it was. And I don't know, like, I don't want to say multiple, I mean, maybe, it could be, for sure. I mean, I did just say that, but also the intensity of it just grew.
Yeah. We find that's pretty common. When we start the connection going that we're going to head to a spot, then it picks up in that spot. They definitely have more awareness than we do. At this point, we all begin to notice that we feel very sleepy, almost as if we are in a daze. The shift in our energy was subtle at first. Little did we know that this slight pressure was just the beginning of a negative influence, and for the next few hours we were all distracted by the darker energies in the apartment that did not want us to become aware of their presence, or the true cause of the unwanted spirit activity.
Similar, like, it's just felt like pressure kind of walking up in, and it just feels like there's kind of energy pushing in on me, and then like when I was sitting here, it's super intense, but just like scooting my chair back like a foot like feels a lot better. Yeah, I thought it was interesting too.
Yeah, I feel the pressure thing, and then there's a little bit of like it almost feels like we're in a vacuum, kind of.
Oh.
Where it's just almost like there's a pulling sensation, and then we feel in this very isolated from like everything else. And I mean, I know there's people right around us, and I don't know if you've noticed that, where we feel very much separate from everyone else around us. It's interesting. I don't know that I've ever felt anything quite like that. It doesn't mean good or bad. It's just it feels like a little vacuum in here.
Yeah. Its own little world.
As soon as we stood up to begin the psychic walkthrough, my attention was drawn to an object in the living room. But what was most noticeable at this time was the immediate pushback feelings we were all experiencing. It began to feel like we were wading through mud just to begin the investigation. So I'll say...
And that was the space I was thinking for setup. You said you needed a clearer area.
Yeah, that would be good here. Yeah. There's something over here that has a lot of energy, I won't say charged either way, but it could be something that things are picking up on. So we'll look at that after, but I want to do your bedroom first.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be these box down here, actually.
I actually felt like something came up behind me while we were talking.
Just
now?
or?
No, like when we were sitting. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what that was.
Did you feel like it was
It wasn't creepy. Yeah, it felt like a person.
This is a lot right here.
Valid question.
So yeah, like even as I look through this right now, this is where it gets kind of misty and stuff. Like looking at you, Suzanne. Yeah.
Right. I had a little stomach flippy floppy too when you were saying that. But
That's not a lot.
do you know where this box is from? And what it's for?
Don't take my prayer cards.
Yeah. So this is from the Redwoods.
Okay.
I got it in California. Oh, you know what? I did use this in Yuma with a patient in the hospital, and we kind of did the ceremonial thing where I put tobacco in the hospital, put tobacco in her hands, and she was like dropping all of her stuff, you know, like the shame and the
into this
sadness into this, and then I dumped the tobacco outside of in Yuma in Arizona, outside of the my apartment at the base of the tree that I considered like a sacred tree there.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Well, that sounds like a beautiful ceremony in of itself. But how have you cleansed it after that process?
I think if I remember correctly, I let it I smudged it with some smoke. But.
Okay. We'll look at that one too.
Okay.
Could just be a little. Yeah.
Should leave it out?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and set that maybe just on the ground right in front so I don't forget, because I'll just cleanse it to different way. All right. Let's go. I feel like things are stopping us from going to your bedroom.
So yeah, this is like a.
There's a little funhousey effect right here.
This is a really heavy spot that I experience right here, just right in front of the door.
Okay.
And it is like just kind of like this presence, like just staring in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't pick up that she passed in the apartment, but she visits the apartment because it was home.
Okay. Well, to me, I don't know what age you're feeling, but I'm feeling like she's like late 20s. Like
I was gonna say early 30s.
Early
30s.
Early 30s.
Yeah, and very modern. This is like a modern person.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
like
Totally.
90s forward, you know, at least.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. This is, for sure with the building. Not anything land, not anything with you. So, we'll go forward.
So I ended up putting like the bowl of water with the Himalayan salt there for a little while.
Okay.
This has not even been used, so I don't know even clean it.
Okay.
But no one's used the shower yet. But I feel like as if she's, you know, the images when I felt like I was sensing her, or seeing her in there, like she was in the shower, like facing the corner, but then would turn around and be like just so confused.
Right.
Where am I? Like, what's happening?
Yeah. Here, I mean, I'm getting a lot of chills when you're saying that, so I think that energy is responding to you acknowledging her.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of heaviness and sadness, and I kind of felt like lump in my throat, like I wanted to cry, and heart racing. So, yeah, that's a lot of sadness, which is heavy and draining for you to be around, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the second bedroom. Again, I usually just keep the door shut in here.
Okay.
So I'll come this way.
Okay, this is where something hangs out, for sure, because I had like my tightening thing, so this is the unused room, I'm guessing, where something can chill out without you noticing it too much.
I think so. I do think so.
Yeah.
But it does feel like a different energy in here.
Yeah, this one's different. This is the one that I would say is probably more aggressive and doesn't want you to notice that it's here as often as it is. And it might just be that this is the place where it can be to access a lot of different people in the complex or something. Like you could have created this space that is actually really nice and open, but it's like super high energy. And so again, it's a place where they can come in and like recharge almost. You definitely get a headache here too.
Yeah, I do too right now.
Yeah, I have a bad headache, actually, surprisingly bad.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a headache?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it does feel like there's something in here, or maybe not right now, but there is an energy, but somehow it feels maybe calmer.
I think it's quieter. I think this is, I think it's the unassuming spot that could be a, excuse me, geez, choking. That was weird. I like got choked for a sec. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was like a very physical choke for a minute.
Yeah.
As I was saying that, I'm actually seeing a bit of a visual disturbance here. It looks to me like an oval.
I see that.
Do you see the oval? and that was creepy because I actually like started to say that, and I was like, something stopped me. So we'll try to close that as well. We will close that. That's shocking how clear I can see that. Again, it could just be that I'm thinking this is a perfect storm of who you are, and that you're very open, and you have this big giant giving heart where people come here probably who need things and are like, this person's really nice, I can come in and get what I need. And then every once in a while you get someone who shouldn't be here. That's what it kind of feels like.
And I do think that if you had, depending on the angle of that corner, it is going to...
It looks like it's changing a bit now. I don't see it as clearly.
But it's definitely going to...
Yeah.
Actually, it's a pretty...
This spiritual opening, that is sometimes called a portal, was suddenly noticed by all of us. It gave off an uncomfortable electric pulsing sensation, and it was shocking how large and clear it was. We had no idea what the night had in store for us at this point, but an incredible series of communication sessions full of information about the energetic opening and other openings was just a few hours away. In my time working with Spirit, this is the most active portal I have ever encountered, and as we looked into it, we were again subtly influenced by things not wanting us to clearly see and feel what was truly going on in this apartment.
Feels like...
Okay, I'm just going to put it on the table for that.
Yeah, I feel like something doesn't want us in the room. I felt like kind of a pushback.
It's probably picking up on that
I
lamp.
feel a pushback. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like coming in here.
It doesn't feel good.
Maybe on the other side of the table.
But
We're
this,
getting no EMF, so that's a feeling that our body's picking up that isn't being picked up by this.
the portal feels like amplified.
Yeah, so this, man, this,
I just did it again.
this corner is real creepy right now to me. Like it makes my skin tingly.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah. No, this is a little, I'm not sure, we'll check what that is. I don't know what that is. It's not quite confusion, but it's I don't know, lack of clarity.
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of, it like lulls you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Like, just sit down and watch something and like, just distract yourself.
Yep.
Like, there's nothing to think about here.
Mm-hmm. Just relax, hang out.
Nothing to notice.
Don't dig deeper.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's do a static camera.
So you're welcome to read it. And everything that I need.
As close to this door as we can, aiming this direction where we get bed, and then I'm not sure how wide we can get this, but then so we can also close the door. And then if we can get one here aiming towards the tub to see if we can get anything in here, we're gonna definitely do stuff there. And then let's see if we can maybe get long shot going from here into the bedroom so we get this hallway area where she feels something standing. As we sluggishly got underway with the subtle deceptive energy weighing us down, we were unprepared for this incredible storm of activity that was about to take place. Listen carefully to this next section.
Yeah, that's not very jacket.
Okay. Are you going to help carry anything in here? Okay.
Kids? To carry stuff?
Yeah, do you need...
I could only go outside. It felt like someone knocked.
Did you mind?
Okay. Did you catch that? It's very hard to hear amid all the loud sounds of us setting up. But just as I was preparing to open the front door to get equipment out of the car, something knocked 3 times on the door. It was so loud and firm I could feel it as my hand rested on the door handle. Unfortunately, I was distracted, so I opened the door, assuming it was one of our team members who had already stepped outside to get equipment. Listen again.
Do you need...
I could only go outside.
Did you mind? Do you need...
I could only go outside.
Did you mind?
Here comes the second unexplainable occurrence during setup. We reviewed the footage leading up to this time, and no one is seen doing anything that could cause this.
Okay, what did I, oh, so is this burner supposed to be on? Or was it accidentally turned off?
You talking to me?
Yeah, the surface unit, is it supposed to be on?
I don't think so. I don't know. I did not turn it on.
Are they any, is anybody here but detect us?
Nope.
Oh, what the heck? Okay, I am,
Just turn it off.
No, grab the camera.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I walked into the kitchen to set up the video switcher, and lo and behold, the surface unit is on high.
Okay, so we were in the middle of camera setup, and we had a little slew of activity that the homeowner has, or the tenant has just left. And I wanted to say this actually when she wasn't here, which is that some of the activity indicates that this may be something a bit more oppressive and creepier. I don't throw out the word demonic yet, but it could be inhuman. And so when we were moving around here, we were moving, but very clearly I was just getting ready to leave to get something outside, and I had my hand on the door handle, and there were 3 really loud, heavy knocks on the door. But somebody was moving right by me with a chair, and so I really second-guessed and doubted myself that that's what had happened, and so I opened the door, which is something that you're not supposed to do, and it felt very much like it knew that I would be, I would open it, and that's trickstery, which means it still could just be something, you know, messing with us. And so we went out with Jen and we're talking in the parking lot just before that she left, and she said that she's had that experience multiple times of hearing the knocking on the door and nobody being there, and that, again, 3 knocks on a door, nobody there is kind of a stereotypical demonic sign, but we won't go there yet, obviously. But then when we came back in from out there, the air feels very much thicker in here, and there's like a heavier presence in the apartment. And then Jim, again, one of our camera guys, just noted that the burner on the stove was turned on to high. It was on, which indicates obviously nobody had touched that, and it's a push and turn dial, which is very strange. So anyways, all that happened in about 10 minutes, which just shows that the energy is picking up. I don't love that this happened right when we arrived here, and it knows, I think, that Spirit is very much aware of what we're doing, and so it was a bit like you know, I'm gonna come in here and let you know that I'm here thing. So we'll just continue to monitor that and see what it is, but that was unexpected. I didn't necessarily think it was gonna go this way, so yeah.
We've got video switcher set up so we can monitor 3 cameras that we've got.
Okay.
2 looking into the bathrooms that there was doing some activity in, and 1 looking into a bedroom.
Okay.
That we already showed you.
Okay.
So
these are our static cams.
Alva's going to be in here monitoring these, so if something happens and we don't see it, he'll be able to tell us what's happening.
Okay, that sounds good. And we'll put some devices in there so that we can see if there's any in view of the cameras. Okay, that sounds good.
So 3, 2, 1, go.
This one's recording?
You should have a flashing red light.
Forwards, like so we can definitely see it. Close to this. Yeah, I like that. And there's a light sensor light down there.
We are interested in hearing from souls who wish to have their voice known, but we ask for the loving protection and to have this space grounded in the white light of Source as we go about this, and we're infinitely grateful to those who do communicate with us, as that is our intention, to capture this so that we're able to see what's going on here tonight. We began our first communication session with a prayer, and within minutes we caught our first EVP of the night. Unfortunately, it was captured only on our cameras, not our audio recording devices, so we weren't aware of it at the time. I'm going to explain some of the devices that we have set out real quick to any of the souls who are present here now, both in body and out of body. So this device right here, to anyone who is with us, you can get near it and it will make a sound. And so that is one way that we can know that you're here with us. There is also a digital recorder here, which should be able to pick up your voice. This is also recording. This is recording. This right here can pick up energy fields, and so if you come up close to this, we may know that you're here as well. That does the same thing, so you can step up to the front of this at any point and it can pick up your energy. These right here are motion activated, okay, maybe. So you can come up and touch these and they will light up, and that will also help us understand that you're here. I feel like I'm seeing a little bit of distortion in front of that door now.
I'm sort of hearing like some ear ringing and more like
Yeah,
the
it just picked up
pressure
a little
change
bit,
or
yeah.
something.
Okay, so we just did a recording, and we think that we heard a sound in response to a question. If that was a response, can you make that sound again right now? So 10, 1, 2, 3. That's dog outside, I think. That's something outside. Okay.
It's not picking up the dog.
It's good to know that it will pick up outside
Okay,
noise.
if we just heard a sound from you, can you please come closer to this table now so we can hear you better? And you can talk into this recording, or you can get close to this.
Just got a trigger on the bedroom sensor.
This was an absolutely incredible capture of unexplainable activity, including a visual anomaly, ear ringing, 2 EVP vocal sounds we could not hear at the time, an audible noise in the hallway, footsteps approaching the table despite the floor being fully carpeted, a thermin proximity sensor trigger on the table in front of us, and a simultaneous motion trigger in another room. We were blown away by the activity at the time, but the unbelievable string of events was even more amazing when we played it back. Watch again.
If that was a response, can you make that sound again right now? So 10, 1, 2, 3. That's dog outside, I think. That's something outside. Okay.
It's not picking up the dog.
It's good to know that it will pick up outside
Okay,
noise.
if we just heard a sound from you, can you please come closer to this table now so we can hear you better? And you can talk into this recording, or you can get close to this.
Just got a trigger on the bedroom sensor.
Listen carefully, as we are about to capture an unexplained faint whooshing sound that we could not hear at the time. This was the first of many similar sounds captured throughout the night. It is nearly identical to a sound that is related to a visible anomaly we captured on camera later in the evening as it emerged directly out of the portal in the front bedroom. We believe the energy moving in and out of that opening is the source of the sound you are about to hear, but we were not able to capture it on film this first time.
See if my neighbor just got home. They're downstairs.
Sure. Yeah.
See if my neighbor just got home. They're downstairs.
Sure.
Works better if you hold on to the metal case.
Hold on to this? Okay. Okay, so this is scanning through radio waves. Did you hear that? An absolutely insane horror movie-like sound is captured by the camera in the hallway in front bedroom, near the portal just as we begin the communication session. None of us heard the sound at the time. Listen again.
Works better if you hold on to the metal case.
Hold on to this? Okay. Okay, so this is scanning through radio waves and...
Cell phones.
Just video.
No, just broadcast radio.
Yeah. And so people believe that they can talk through.
Hold on. I'm
just
stop
doing the
every.
baseline,
I'm
so it's
gonna
good. Not much is coming through. We're not hearing much. So if we hear something, it's kind of funky.
Are you looking for help to leave now? Can we help you? Will you let us help you?
Help.
Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, so that is something that we're definitely going to do. And we'll do that in, I know it sounds funny to say we're going to do it in a couple hours, but to be able to capture some things that other people can see will really help us so that we can continue to do this work.
Was there an accident of some sort?
That sounds like a yes.
That sounds like a yes. Was it an accidental overdose?
Accidental... I don't know what that is. Drugs or something.
Yeah.
It's...
Real quick, I want to ask, is there anybody else in this apartment right now who would like to talk to us, who's not the lady that we've seen in the bathroom? That sounded like a yes.
Yes,
real
I thought
quick.
it was a yes as well.
What was it?
I don't know what was that tapping.
What's your name, sir? Will you let us help you?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. That was a different voice.
Yeah,
That's
it was a
two
different
yeses. Okay, I'm gonna ask to all the souls that we hear now.
Thank you.
Thank you. You did it. That's great. Thank you so much. You're setting that sensor off. So now I'm gonna ask you to take a step back. Can you take a step back now from the sensor? We see that you're here. Thank you.
Thank you for contacting us.
In the front bedroom. If there is, can one of you confirm that in some way? Was that you?
That was me talking.
No, the knocking.
It was next. It was over there. It was not me. But it sounded like it came from over there.
Okay. Listen, as it seems something knocks in response to the question about the portal. It's tough to hear just before Alva's cough, but we all heard it at the time. We brushed it off in the moment, but we were later shown by the protective spirits in the apartment that this door in the kitchen was affected by dark energy. Front bedroom. If there is, can one of you confirm that in some way? Okay, we're gonna end this session. Before, can you make the sensor go off one more time? Just to help us understand that you're still here and listening with us? Here. Okay, well you made that sensor go off. That works. As we prepared to start a communication session in a different room, we captured another unexplainable EVP that none of us heard at the time. Listen and let us know what you think it says. It's fast and sounds like a woman's voice coming through a walkie-talkie in response to Jim's question, but it's not clear enough to be sure what she says. I'm crazy over there. Science doesn't explain it.
No, what happened to my other infrared light? Do we have two of them that have them on the cameras? No, what happened to my other infrared light? Do we have two of them that have them on the cameras? Probably doing something in here.
Well, I was just interested with the box. Well, now I'm just getting readings up here, which I for sure wasn't, so I think it's just picking up. Here, you want to see this?
That's me.
So this is the box that when I was feeling around in the apartment, I felt like had quite a bit of energy with it, and you can see we're getting some pretty good readings off it. And this box is something that Jen used in her work to help someone do kind of a ceremonial thing before their death. So yeah, there's definitely readings coming off this, and I kind of sensed it in a psychic sweep and called it out. It was very noticeable, so we'll work on that too. All right, you want to go in the bedroom then? Okay. That was interesting. Right when I walked in, I thought I saw someone standing here. So I thought I just saw someone standing here. If I did, can you say your name into that box that Melanie's holding? Can you tell us why you're here? So I just want to reconfirm real quick. Did you come home with Jen from the hospital? Did you come in? Are you someone that Jen worked with? Was that a yeah? Was Jen your chaplain? Somehow, we didn't hear the word demon at the time, but it's very clear on the recording. We find it better to not react when evidence like this is captured, and to address it with no fear at the time of blessing and cleansing. A little bit, we're going to do a spirit crossing ceremony. And we would like it if you could be there with us if you're ready to go. Are you ready to go and connect to your family? Is there another way that we can help you while we're here tonight? I have a bad headache standing here too. Melanie and I had no idea that we just captured two separate souls in the non-physical, a man and a woman, telling us that there was a darker presence in the apartment. By the end of the night, we understood they wanted us to assist the rest of the kind energies that were present with closing the portal so that the negative entities moving through the opening could no longer affect the energy in the home. So this right here can pick up your energy as well. You see it makes noise when I move it. So I'm going to set it on this table because I feel a lot of energy over here. That's probably just me. Okay, so now that that's stopped, if there's an energy over there, can you make that light up and make noise again? Kind of hard to hear again on that. Did you see it? An orb just manifested out of the portal while asking questions about what was in the corner. Watch again. If there's an energy over there, can you make that light up and make noise again? Do you want us to leave this room now? So we felt when we were in here earlier that there was maybe an energetic opening in this corner. If that's true, can you tell us that it's there? Can you say yes? Maybe. Did you hear that amazing direct response from a soul in the non-physical? Here it is again. It's there. Can you say yes? I'm going to ask the question and record on here and play it back. I just heard that Jen came back in the apartment. Oh, EMF spike. It went all the way up to orange. Can the man who we talked to a minute ago, who said that you came from the hospital with Jen, can you let Jen know that you're here?
I'm here.
Kind of sound like Jen, maybe.
We can help you cross over. To be free.
Free.
Free. How can we help you?
Often we like to do our first communication sessions without the person who is being affected by the activity, but it was clear that Jen had a heart full of compassion for the soul seeking assistance, and the activity was amplified whenever she entered a room. Having her present shifted the energy in communication sessions. Her strong connection to spirit was a huge help in this case, and the souls who had been around her for months were excited to talk with her in a different way. We then moved to Jen's bedroom, where we had another eye-opening conversation. Okay, so this is a creepy first question, sorry, but I would like to hear something from that was me making that sound. I'd like to hear something from the man who Jen has felt outside of the bathroom door. Can you in some way let us know that you're here? That was nice. How do you know Jen? Were you in this apartment before Jen was here? Yes. Yeah. Did you live in this apartment? No. Oh, that's clear. Thank you. We can hear you now really clearly. Can you tell us your name?
Mark.
I heard Mark. Was it?
I said Mark.
Yeah, that's what,
Mark.
That's what I thought.
Rick? I heard Mark, and then I heard Rick. That's what I heard too. Here. Jeez, okay. I'm gonna ask, did you say Mark? Are you around Jen because she can sense you? Yes. So Jen's very sensitive, right? She can see you and she feels you a lot of the time. But we're going to ask you that after tonight, you really respect her boundaries because she needs this place to be a place of peace and rest for her. Yes.
Thank you.
So that she can continue to do the really good work that she does, and she helps so many people, right? So after we're done talking, I'm going to ask everybody to give Jen her space. Do you all understand that? Yep. Good. Thank you guys so much. Can you tell us how many people are in this room right now?
I'm hearing 6.
I heard
That's how you
six.
should 6
I heard
twice.
6. So there's, yeah.
There are 6 of us.
There's 6, thank you, yeah. That is, so there's 6 living people, not that, sorry. Can you tell us how many people?
There's only 5 living
There's
people.
only 5 in the room.
5 in the
Right,
room.
but my
6.
mom's out there, so 6 total, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you tell us how many people in spirit are here with us right now? None. You heard that?
No, sorry. I was going to say non-physical form.
Okay, I heard 8 is what I was going to say.
I just heard another 8.
Yeah, okay, so I think it sounds like there are 8 in spirit here now. Is that true? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're pretty sure we know about 3. And I think that we're going to talk to maybe, hopefully, with respect, the woman in the bathroom. Yeah, so that's 4. So there's 4 other. Do these 4 others come and go? No. So is it pretty common that there's that many here, that there's 8 here? Yeah. Jen's got a full apartment.
Yeah, well, how many are spirit guides?
Are you here protecting Jen?
How many are here to protect me?
3. In this unprecedented communication session, we unexpectedly began to hear from multiple souls in the non-physical. The voices were coming through with such clarity that our team began to recognize the different people speaking and answering. You can hear there was one Spanish-speaking male, a female, a louder, gruffer-sounding male, and others. And all of them were answering our questions without hesitation. We now believe the portal in the front bedroom through which orbs and light anomalies came and went during the night is why this large number of souls was present to communicate with us in such a clear way. Here you can see an orb crossing the front bedroom and flying directly into where we could visibly see and feel an energetic opening. Our cameras were even able to pick up the sounds of some of these anomalies coming and going. This is something our team has never experienced before. We are only halfway through our investigation of this unassuming apartment that we found to be full of souls in the non-physical, a darker deceptive energy, and an unbelievably active portal. Watch the next episode of Remarkable Spirit: The Crossings to see the conclusion of tonight's investigation.